Songs by Eddie Fisher.
Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll be thinking of you.
Starring Eddie Fisher. Tonight's guest, Anne Crowley. Your host, Don Amici.
The man who makes the transcription says we've got just 15 minutes, but that's plenty of time for some words with and without music. They'll be provided by tonight's guest, Anne Crowley, and your singing star, Eddie Fisher.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Don.
Say, Eddie, I wish you'd finish that story you were telling me about Walter Donaldson.
And the song? Oh, sure, Don. Let's see. Where was I?
Well, before they turned out the lights, you told me about how he wrote a tune dedicated to the two small boys who lived next door and called it Little Bright Guys.
Yeah, but nothing ever came of that one.
No, I never even heard of it.
So Mr. Donaldson tried a new lyric to the same melody, dedicated to his mother's home cooking and a specially tiny piece of pastry she made. Then it was called Little Bite Pies.
That song really gave him trouble, didn't it?
Oh, just murder, Don. But he liked the melody, so he did one about the very short fellas wearing full dress suits, little white ties.
Little White Ties?
Oh, you must have heard it. Then he wrote a lyric about a glowworm.
Little White Flies? Yes, sure.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But still, nobody liked the song, so he gave up.
Never tried again, huh?
No.
Well, that's a sad story, Eddie. What are you going to sing?
Another Walter Donaldson song, Don, but this one is a big hit.
Oh, fine. Let's hear it.
The moon was all aglow, heaven was in your eyes. The night that you told me those little white lies, the stars all seemed to know that you didn't mean all those sighs. The night that you told me those little white lies, I cried, but there's no forgetting when evening appears. I sigh, but there's no regretting spite of my tears. The devil was in your heart, but heaven was in your eyes. The night that you told me those little white lies, I tried, but there's no forgetting when evening appears. I sigh, but there's no regretting spite of my tears. Who would believe those lips? Whoever could doubt those eyes? The night that you told me those little white lies.
That gets us off to a flying start, Eddie.
Oh, that was wonderful, Eddie. Really, absolutely marvelous. Just terrific.
Oh, come on, Anne Crowley. Are you sure that isn't another one of those little white lies?
Oh, no, Eddie.
Well, of course not. That was a big one.
Don.
Which should teach me to stop asking. But, Don, I had a hand in picking out this tune for Anne, so maybe I ought to tell you about
Well,
it.
sure, Eddie. How did it all happen?
Well, we were sitting around between rehearsals on her last visit, remembering some music from old shows that never actually made the big hit class. And we found we had one favorite in common.
It was from Finian's Rainbow. It was a top show, but, well, somehow the song didn't catch on.
And to let us all in on it, you persuaded Anne to include it tonight.
Exactly, Don. Anne Crowley sings Look to the Rainbow.
Look to the rainbow, follow it over the hill stream. Look to the rainbow, follow the fellow who follows a dream. On the day I was born, said my father, said he, I've an elegant legacy waiting for ye. 'Tis a rhyme for your lips and a song for your heart to sing it whenever the world falls apart. Look to the rainbow, follow it over the hills. Look to the rainbow, follow the fellow who follows the dream. Follow the fellow, follow the fellow who follows our dream.
Very philosophic, Anne.
And Betty Lovely, too.
Say, Eddie, I've been looking ahead, and since we're filling in facts on songwriters tonight, I'd like to thump the tub a little for Howard Dietz.
Well, he wrote the lyric to Someone Lovelier Than You, didn't he, Don?
But for a man who can write such a tender love lyric, he has a strange profession. He's vice president in charge of advertising and publicity for a big movie company.
You mean he writes those ads, stupendous, colossal, you'll thrill, you'll chill, spectacle, epic?
Well, that's one side of his creative work,
Yeah.
Eddie. But he has a perfect feeling for a love ballad, too, as you're about to prove. Eddie Fisher sings If There Is Someone Lovelier Than You by Howard Dietz and Arthur Schwartz.
If there is someone lovelier than you, then I am blind, a man without a mind. If there is someone lovelier than you. But no, I am not blind. My eyes have traveled everywhere in hopes that I might find a future half so fair. If there is someone lovelier than you. Why, oh, that's beautiful. Such beauty can be true. But no, I am not blind. My eyes have traveled everywhere in hopes that I might find a creature half so fair. If there is someone lovelier than you. Why, oh, that's beautiful. Such beauty can be true. Song of songs, song of memory, and broken melody of love and life, nevermore for me can that melody fill the heart with a joy once it knew. Oh, night of bliss, night of June and love, beneath the stars, amid the roses, oh, dream of delight that faded at dawn. Oh, song of songs, oh, night of bliss, when you were my whole world of love. Beneath the stars, amid the roses, oh, dream of delight that faded at dawn. Oh, song of songs, oh, night of bliss, when you were my whole world of love, of
Recently, we told you about two songwriters who collaborated on a hit song without ever meeting. To answer many questions, it happened this way. A Belgian music agent tried for 6 years to interest an American publisher in his songs, and finally played this one. The publisher liked it, but needed lyrics, and asked an unknown writer, Mrs. Jessie Barnes, if she had an idea. Her idea must have been good because the song has appeared on national hit surveys, and it looks like Mrs. Barnes will share honors with other unknown songwriters who have given us such hits as Because of You, Jezebel, Cry, and It's a Big, Wide, Wonderful World. Here is their song, and now mine, too.
Many times I have wanted your kiss. Many times I have dreamed we'd be kissing like this. My heart has been filled with the thought of holding you. I've dreamed it so often, at last it's come true. With a smile, with a sigh, with a star up above, here we are, you and I, the beginning of love. While searching for heaven, I found it just then. Take me there many times again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll add my personal applause for Anne Crowley's performance tonight. Her visits are always a high spot. Right now, though, the clock has ticked its way through almost 15 of the best. And until it's time to say hi again, I guess it's time to say goodbye.
The Eddie Fisher Show has come to you transcribed through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.